I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we
What's
are.
going
What
on,
is
y'all?
up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American,
Real
back with the
Texan
news.
politics.
Thank you. We are back on this September 11th, 2024. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are in the world. I'm starting to have a great day myself. And like Tyrone said, we have Tyrone, Real Texan, and Aliens here today. So the usual suspects. Now, there's a lot to get to today. We had the debate last night, which, let's just say this right off the bat, that was one of the worst debates I ever watched. Just objectively.
That was worse than the first 2020 debate. David Muir made Chris Wallace look like a fucking bipartisan saint.
Who was the guy in the early 2000s of the debate moderator? Can't think of the guy's name, but there was like one that used to be like really good, but he like passed away. By the way, it's like we went from someone that knew what they were doing to, well, whatever that was last night. It was bad. And we'll get to it in a minute, but first, before we continue, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts, the description down below, and of course, like
join the
says,
channel today.
Join the
it's
channel.
$1 a month. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm sick with a cold. I have been for 5 days. My medical bill was pretty fucking expensive. $1 a month is pretty fucking cheap to help support rap.
That's
what
real.
if rap gets sick? What if rap gets sick? What if he loses his voice and can't record for a week? You guys are gonna miss the daily content.
Don't worry, I got backup plans. And of course, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, best ways to send super chats via the chat. Again, I'll read through as much of chat as possible, but usually super chat's the best way your questions answered. And already we got a couple. General Hydra for 5. What I hear and listen in after the debate, and other in people saying Trump won, not the media, but the people say he won, and sat Kamala Harris is fake. Well,
let's just hop straight into it.
President Gilbert Giddy up for 2. Cancel our plans. The live feed of pain is on. Marilyn Degatti for 5. Hey, Rap, did you hear about the U.S. Postal Service distrusting the 2024 election? Is there any hope? I saw that. Yeah, so I guess they are having problems with their mail-in.
So let's just get straight into the debate. That was a dog shit debate. Holy shit.
Hold on. Cameron Fullgod for 5. Trump was never a great debater and only beat Joe so bad because of how bad Joe was. That being said, Trump did fine. Harris did fine. It was a wash. We'll get to the debate in a second. Cole Langdon for 5. Kamala better lose. I don't want my cat Chubby Theo to get eaten by Haitians. American Nerd for 10. Rap, I bet you that last site proved that debates in modern politics are pointless and a waste of time, as most people know what side they're on and they will not be swayed by anyone or anything. Well, it can sway people like the first debate did, but okay, like Tyrone says, let's get into it. That was the worst debate I ever watched. Like, objectively.
That was... wow.
I think the moderators were a complete disgrace to their profession, and I've never seen in all the debates such a more poorly moderated and more one-sided debate than last night.
I mean, there's been some bad ones.
In spite of all of that, I think that Trump was the victor of the debate. And not just because he was hilarious, but because Kamala didn't accomplish what she needed to do, which is to make up ground in the polling. Yes, and in the polls that we have received comparing pre- and post-debate performance, a poll by Trafalgar found that Kamala and Trump were tied before the debate, and then after the debate, they were still tied.
Yeah.
And in my point of view, that is a loss for Kamala.
Yeah, so I want
to not a single Trump voter changed their mind.
That's the biggest thing.
What Trump voters saw last night was they saw Trump engaging in a 3v1 with the moderators, and what Harris voters saw last night was Trump being the evil badges. Nothing fucking happened. People have basically made their minds up already.
Yeah, and I will say this, like, here's the thing, though, about this entire, like, debate, like Aliens is bringing up. Kamala needed a slam dunk. She needed to convince a bunch of Trump voters that she was a better choice. She didn't do that. Because a bunch of Trump voters, they may say, okay, Harris won the debate, but that was because of the moderators. That's what people were saying. I mean, those moderators were bad. How many times they fact-checked Trump or interrupted him? Like 20 times?
Mr. Trump,
and then they got ratioed on Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, it was a disaster.
Trump, why are you so evil? You have 1 second to respond.
Exactly, it's your smiling friends.
Vice President Harris, why are you brats? You have all the time in the world to respond.
That's smiling friends in a nutshell. That's what happened here. I mean, that's for what?
It really did feel like the fucking. It really did feel like the Mr. Frog Runs for President episode of Spy Like Friends.
That's what it felt like. And they look like the moderators. That's the funniest part. The freaking two moderators, they looked like them.
Hey, what's up, Yeet?
And Yeet joined. Hello,
Yo,
good sir.
what's up?
So we were talking about the debate, which was one of the worst things I ever watched, objectively. I mean, how can you moderate a debate like that? For starters, you're not a fact checker. You're there to moderate it. You're there to ask questions, make sure the thing is running smoothly, not being like, oh yeah, actually, you lied about what you thought. That's literally what he said. Remember that Trump said he was sarcastic in one of his comments? David Muir's like, no, you weren't. How the hell would you know?
What I've noticed was that I think the moderators unironically debated Trump more on the actual policies than Harris did.
That's what I noticed. Did Harris mention a single policy last night?
Most of what she said were basically rehearsed platitudes, and they were clearly basically miniature speeches that she practiced a lot before. It was totally staged.
And that's the problem. Like, Harris, I mean, that's why I don't think she's going to win anything from this. Like, is she going to gain a single voter from this?
No.
I think
Oh,
overall,
Tyrone, yeah,
the
turn that
debate
down.
is a
Holy
wash.
crap.
I think this doesn't change the dynamics of the race whatsoever.
Yeah, so here's the thing. People know what they're getting with Donald Trump. We've seen him for nearly 10 years now, and he's performed exactly like this in every debate. People know what they're getting with him. They know his problems. They know his strengths. Kamala is the person who has to define herself because she's the new candidate here and Trump isn't. So losing her the entire debate on just attacking Trump isn't going to move the needle at all.
It's really just orange man bad.
I want to point something out. I don't think anyone has mentioned yet. I've seen very few people talking about it. What the fuck was she on? What the fuck?
She was drunk.
Like she was on something.
She was drunk. There's no
I
way to
did kind of
put it.
think she was going to go into
I'll be
a
right back.
buzz.
Wait, what, Yeet?
I did kind of think there's a decent chance she'd go into it a little buzzed.
Yeah, I mean, the way she was acting, like her reactions to anything Trump said, it's like, wait, what's going on here? Like, what? Reasonable to simp for 5. I knew that it was BS when they said the Haitians weren't in Springfield, Ohio eating animals when it was literally news on ABC. Little moderators were bad. Yeah, and now they're outright saying the citizens are lying. You guys hear about that? That's how they're spinning it.
The locals are lying, guys.
Yeah,
yeah.
We're gonna
literally
trust.
Like they're trusting the word of a city official who has a vested interest in keeping tourism up and defending their record in the city. Of course, they're going to say there's nothing happening.
Yeah.
But when locals are out there talking about it, that's a big deal because you're getting multiple eyewitness reports.
And Attorney General Yost, is it, of Ohio? I think it's Yost. He outright said there's been a bunch of phone calls about, my dog disappeared last week. Like, out of the blue. So it's like, what do you think's happening? Do you really think the citizens, like, every single one of them, they're all lying in a grand conspiracy? Really? Like, it's unbelievable.
Every single citizen in Springtown, Ohio, conniving to lie to the American media about Haitians eating their animals, while the innocent city council representative defends the honest reputation of the town.
We all know. I mean, the only reason they're defending them or denying these stories so badly is because it's Haitians.
Yeah. But it's like people.
If this was normal Americans doing it, this would be.
Oh, it'd be on national TV. It would be like wall-to-wall coverage. But
it blows my fucking mind that those ABC hosts were going to go through such fucking hoops to be like, there's not Haitians roaming the streets of Ohio. Man, this doesn't even sound like it's real. This sounds like some fucking caricature of what would happen with an issue, like in a second Trump term. Like there are Haitians roaming the streets of Ohio eating dogs. Like, no, that sounds like something someone would fucking make up back in 2020.
But you know the crazy part of all of this is, though? the fact is, like, we know for a fact, this is just a fact. People that have been to Haiti, they outright said that, that's a thing down there. They do eat
Yes, it's a
dogs.
commonly known part of their culture. It's completely well known.
So it's like, why is it crazy to say that? I don't get it. Spence,
People aren't scared to say that the Chinese eat dogs, but
Yeah.
you can't attack Haitians.
would you really
Oh
be
yeah, you
surprised that
can't
happened?
attack. You can't attack Haitians because they're poor and they're poor oppressed black people.
All right.
Like no, I'm not getting racist here. I'm just fucking saying it. They have
Spence-
a vested interest in to defend black people. That's what it fucking is.
Spence Callis for 2. Trump won the one-liners. People remember those, and that's why I think this was a wash. People can only talk about Trump telling Harris to shut up. That was the best moment by far.
I think the first half of the debate was leaning Harris favored, and then the later half, Trump picked it up. I think what happened was Harris already knew what the dynamics of the debate was going to be going into it, and Trump kind of had to adjust to it as it went on, which is why he was much better in the later half.
American Nerd for 5. The fact that the debate was done by ABC, which is owned by woke leftist Disney, was proof enough that it wasn't going to be unbiased during the debate. But I thought that at the bare minimum, they would have at least Trump. No, they did fact checker once. I'm not even kidding. They did a fact check.
I grew up in a middle class environment with a hard-working mom. And a Marxist professor with University of California system.
And not only that, but remember the Charlottesville stuff? She already lied about it again. And
the worst one, she said that Trump was going to, y'all caught that, right? Where she said Trump was going to implement a 20% national sales tax.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a tariff. That's a completely different thing. Hold on, we got a quick super chat I missed. Hold on, sorry about that. K-Cup for 2. The real winner last time was Antonio Brown's ex. Yeah, his account's hilarious.
Where the fuck did 20% sales tax come from?
Yeah, remember that happened during his first term, guys?
Well, I know that, wasn't Mike Huckabee, didn't he propose something like that?
Oh, yeah, but, like, Arkansas is all about sales taxes.
Yeah, but I thought Huckabee, like, when he ran for president, that was, like, his big thing. But, like, that's a whole separate thing. It's like, where did the 20%, yeah, you're right, where the hell did that come from?
And where the fuck did she cut? Like she was just straight up the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War.
The day before this, the anniversary of 9/11, unfreaking believable.
I just, you want to talk about like actual attacks on? You want to talk about actual assaults on our democracy? Let's fucking talk about Pearl Harbor.
9/11.
Let's talk about 9/11. God bless the men and women who died on 9/11. You will not be fucking let's have a fucking moment of silence.
For which they never brought up, by the way.
Yeah.
But they never even brought up inflation. They didn't bring up the economy. They brought up race. It's unfreaking believable. These moderators sucked. And despite all of that, it seems like the panels actually favored Trump. You can't make this up. Look at this Reuters panel. They interviewed 10 undecided voters. 6 of them are leaning towards Trump. Only 3 of them are backing Harris. This is from Reuters. So it seems like the polls are showing Harris had a slight victory or like a draw. But the problem is, when people actually think about who they trust more on the issues, they're trusting Trump way more. Like, look at this poll from CNN. Before the debate, Trump was winning the economy, the issue of the economy, or, excuse me, who would better handle the economy? Trump 53%, Harris 37%. After the debate, it went to Trump 55%, Harris 35%.
Welcome back, Real Texan.
Yeah, I had to do an comment. Anyway.
Yeah, so so Trump actually gained on the issue of the economy. Look at this.
Which I didn't think was possible, by the way.
I figured he probably won on the economy issue during the debates, at the very least.
I think he won. I think when people look at what he actually said, they realize that they trust Trump on everything much more.
Well, Harris didn't really propose anything with.
That's why I think this is a wash.
Platitudes,
okay, Trump might have lost the debate, but when people look about what he actually said about the economy and immigration, he at least said something. Harris avoided all of it. Did she say anything, like, at all about the economy? I think
from what I've heard, I think it's like Trump won on policy, but Harris won on vibes.
Even the vibes thing is questionable, because she looked
like... Yeah, but or I guess maybe Harris won on, like, a few things like abortion, that's...
Which, I mean... We'll get to the abortion stuff in a second. That might be the biggest lie of the night.
I guess probably democracy, eventually.
That's probably the biggest lie of the night, the abortion stuff.
If Harris was a white man, then she probably wouldn't have done so well in the post-debate polls.
Probably. Gustavo G. Well, I think what happened was people had low expectations for her. and she didn't like absolutely shit the bed. So, Gustavo G for 2 proves she had the questions. No questions on shootings. I don't know.
The only reason she didn't really collapse was because the moderators held her up. If
yeah,
they were holding, like, if it was like the CNN debate,
she would have been burnt.
She would have, yeah.
That's what I noticed. Like, anytime Trump started to really get at Harris, like, you could tell Harris was starting to fall apart a little bit. But then the moderators were like, actually, we have to move on to the next question.
We have to move on to the next question. Yeah, again, fuck David Muir. He deserves to have his career dragged through the mud for the shit he pulled.
Let's see here. Bungus for 5. My mom said the only thing she remembers from the debate was eating cats and dogs. Trump won on sound bites. I can't remember anything Kamala said. Yeah, that's the biggest thing for Trump. He won on sound bites. I mean, that's not everything, but that's a big deal for a lot of people. They look at what was the funniest things in the debate, what actually happened.
Well, and people are going to look into the cats and the geese stuff and be like, oh, hey, this is actually real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. The entire, my entire TikTok feed is drowning in people reacting to Trump talking about the Haitians eating the dogs and cats.
Which we know for a fact it's happening.
Regardless of whether or not whether or not people are saying it sarcastically or if they believe it, it's creating a conversation nationally about what's happening
most
there.
People aren't really taking it
because it draws the attention to immigration.
I think most people really aren't really taking it seriously unless they actually live there. But
I know, but I mean, what I'm saying is not so much whether or not they take it seriously in the first place, but the fact that it creates a conversation that orients the mood towards immigration, which is Trump's strongest issue.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Reasonable to simp for 2. New line. Trump abortion bans. I can't believe that's the abortion stuff. We'll get to in a second. That's the biggest line of the night. Jacob Martin for 5. Trump had a great opening, agitated middle, and a great closing statement. I agree with that. Actually, I think the problem was they got under his skin a little bit because I didn't think he realized that David Muir was be that big of a jackass. So he was caught off guard. He was probably caught off guard a little bit. American Nerd for 5. Rap. The only things that Trump screwed up on were the West Virginia gaffe and talk about 2020. He did very good overall, in my opinion. Yeah, those are the only gaffes he really had, which they're not that bad.
I think the rally bait is also kind of a...
Yeah, I don't know. To me, that seemed kind of like...
I think my professor, when he was being interviewed by NPR, actually commented on that. It's like he was kind of confused about why Kamala was mentioning the rally during the immigration question, but then he realized what she was actually doing.
Which is just
sad. I think he realized that she was trying to bait Trump into not answering immigration.
But I think Trump made up for it because he talked about it a lot on the debate.
Yeah, I thought the rally moment was pretty funny. The only gaffes I remember were him saying
West Virginia.
West Virginia. He said Kamala was against defunding the police at one point.
Yeah,
I know that was
he corrected himself quickly though. So
yeah, he kind of caught himself. So overall, I think Trump had a pretty strong performance, and he had a lot of good zingers, which people are remembering now because Kamala has said practically nothing that was noteworthy.
Ben Cynics for 2. Rufus being insufferable on X. Yeah, he's a jackass. Satan Slayer for 5. Trump did well in policy. Harris only attacked Trump. She never spoke on issues. Exactly. That's why I think people are thinking Harris might have won the debate, but she never talked about policy.
Rufus is a great example of someone that tries to make people think he's smart, but he's not.
Yeah, he's the definition of a mid-Rufus.
Yeah.
Oh. He thought Biden won the debate after it happened. I'm pretty sure he said something along those lines. So there's nothing that could really change that dude's mind.
I think he probably scheduled the Biden won debates tweets actually, because he was probably so confident that he was going to win. And then
the guy's a hack. K Cub for 5. Trump might have gotten people's attention when he got Harris on late-term abortion, saying she could have Biden make the stuff she's promising to happen now. Well, that's another thing. I think his closing statement when he said, "Hey, you're the vice president. You've been there for 3.5 years. Why can't you do it now? You've done nothing." I think that was a good attack by Trump.
Another really good another really good gotcha Trump had was when he forced her to admit, "Oh, I love Israel." That's gonna
help you in Michigan. Good luck.
Yeah.
American Nerd for 5. Rap. Election Twitter's coping and doomed because of Taylor Swift endorsement last night. When will people realize she's overrated? Well, again, Taylor Swift voters, those are Democrats. Do you really think she actually flipped any voters to Harris?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Well, except Rufus, but you know. It's...
Hamster Eater for 5. No future debate will be able to top the one in June. It's hard to beat watching
Hamster Eater, bro. You should be called Cat Eater.
Gosh, yeah, that's a good name. No future debate will be able to top the one in June. It's hard to beat watching an elderly man light himself and his career on fire live on TV. Well, yeah, I that's what I think happened here, because the first debate was so bad for Democrats that they won by proxy, but in reality they didn't. Sand Slayer for 2. Trump's "I'm talking now" sound familiar was great. Yeah, that was another good moment. I'm speaking. Shut up.
I'm speaking. Be quiet.
Quiet, please.
Be quiet, please.
Bailey Spangler for 5. I'd rather watch the Minecraft movie trailer than the debate. It was a draw, but my family is dooming. Bungus for 2. Trump dodged the race bait question very well. Yeah, why was that a question? What the hell?
Because
they were trying to bait Trump into giving a racist answer, basically.
Very important issue that many
Think about the
American
structure of the questions clearly. One question was, do you have any regrets for January 6th? Another question was, do you have any regrets for calling Kamala not black? These are all centered on Trump.
Well, and speaking of January 6th in that question, they essentially, what was it? They asked him about the whole security with January 6th, and he answered the question referring to how it was Nancy Pelosi.
I think
it was Pelosi's deal. That was perfect.
And then the moderator said, well, we're asking you about you, not Nancy Pelosi.
That's unbelievable.
Like, shut the fuck up.
But yeah, so
you're the one to blame. Nancy Pelosi's innocent and such.
So you know how I really consider the biggest lie of last night was the abortion stuff. And I want to talk to everyone about this because this is just ridiculous. So,
you
know how Trump said that they support late-term abortion, and you know what David Muir said and Kamala Harris? No, we don't. David Muir is like, no, the Democrats don't support late-term abortion. Remember that? They flat out said no state has abortion laws that allow abortion up to birth. Remember that? They literally said that.
That was also total fabrication.
Well,
they kind of lied about all their fact checks.
I did one Google search, and I found this on ABC News. Because you know how Trump said that Tim Walz signed a law that allowed abortion up to birth, right? That's what he claimed. And David Muir's like, no, they didn't. That's a lie. Well, ABC News, they had a state-by-state analysis of abortion laws. And you scroll down to Minnesota. Minnesota does not prohibit abortion based on how far along a woman is in his pregnancy. Right on their website. So you're telling me that ABC News lied about the Minnesota law?
Wow. Imagine my shock.
Look at this. This is right on the website. And for those that...
Actually, late-term abortion doesn't exist.
And that's the cope they're using. It doesn't exist. Oh, really? So why does Minnesota allow any abortion? And I put in the chat.
There are eight states that have it legal at any stage, and Minnesota is one of them.
The map right here is on ABC News' website. There is, Alaska, Oregon, Colorado, New Mexico, Minnesota, Michigan, Maryland, D.C., New Jersey, and Vermont. They have no restrictions on abortion. That's right from ABC News. What a freaking joke. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, this is insane. So they knew that these laws exist, but they decided, you know what? We're gonna lie about it. Agamemnon Fireman for 5. I think the consensus is gonna shake up in Trump's favor with what happened last night. Razorfist had a correct take. A worst case scenario is a wash. I agree with that, actually. I think it was a wash personally, but I think with how bad the moderators were, it's gonna make people think, you know what? Trump got screwed. That was bullshit what happened. They didn't ask any questions. It was a joke. But yeah, so that's the debate, which I still think it's the worst one. Is there any other worse ones than the one we had last night?
As far as moderators are concerned, I don't think I've seen any.
I know the 2012 one was bad.
They made Chris Wallace look fair.
Yeah. I think the 2012 one was bad, if I remember correctly. But this was just off the charts insane. Not a single fact check towards Harris. Not one. You're telling me that
There's a point.
Because
There's a
she's an
point
honest politician.
where they asked her why she flip-flopped on stuff. She basically just didn't answer and
She lied.
threw another platitude, and then they didn't confront her anymore on it.
She
Like,
lied
oh,
about
okay, Harris.
without rewatching the debate. Let's talk about the thing she lied about. Fracking. She lied about that. She
said that she never opposed it.
When we have her on camera on a town hall on CNN where she admitted, I want to ban fracking. Let's just keep going.
Oh, I didn't oppose banning fracking. I didn't oppose. I opposed banning fracking in 2020.
Let's see here.
Okay, maybe technically you did when you were Biden's vice president.
Yeah, but you, for your entire career, you were opposed to fracking.
And go back to 2019, you're on camera saying that, and, oh, no, that doesn't exist. That's a Russian disinformation.
Let's keep going. Healthcare. Another big lie. She said she never supported Bernie Sanders' plan. What? You co-sponsored it. You co-sponsored the bill to get rid of private healthcare. And now she's saying, nope, I never did. And I think ABC was like, no, she actually never did either. Let's keep going. She lied about abortion. She could have answered, does she support restrictions on late term? She never answered that. She lied about the economy. I mean, the worst unemployment number since the Great Depression? What?
The worst attacks on our democracy since the Civil War.
She really said the unemployment during COVID was the worst since the Great Depression. Huh?
Let's see what else.
And there were other things too. She lied about the trade deficit being higher under Trump.
Manufacturing she lied about? She said that.
Yeah, she lied about the trade deficit. She lied about Trump saying that people on both sides in Charlottesville were fine people. She lied about Trump's affiliation with Project 2025.
This is unbelievable. I've never seen someone lie this much. She's worse than Biden.
No fact check is Russian disinformation.
That's another thing she lied about.
At least with Biden, when he lies, it's about like the Charlottesville stuff. Like he gaslights people into that. Harris lies about what she supports. Like, what? You have to lie about being against the fracking? You were against it 2 years ago. Unbelievable. This is just crazy. Like, there's never been this bad of a debate by someone. And if we had an honest moderator, this would have been a clear Trump victory. But because the moderators were so biased, it's just insane. But, anything else about the debates that was, like, kind of a big deal?
Well, something that I think is being fairly under-discussed is the betting markets failing to reflect any sizable shift in either direction.
Yes. So
in the past debate in June, they didn't show any movement. Well, no, they showed a lot of movement towards Trump in the aftermath of the June debate for, obvious reasons. But with this one, the betting markets still have Trump in the lead in poly market and Harris in a very narrow lead in predict it.
Yeah, so
which
what happened
tells me that
go on.
There's basically like very little movement from this debate.
Yeah, so what happened was
people who are willing to put money where their mouth is.
During the debate, she had like a dead cat bounce. She went up, but then right after went back down to reality. She's still slightly ahead right now, but like it went from like Trump up by like 3% or whatever to like Harris plus 3.
Another thing I found fucking hilarious. The late great John McCain. I have endorsements from over 2,000 people who worked with John McCain, Dick Cheney, and Mitt Romney.
Oh yeah, bragging about Dick Cheney, that was awful.
Why would you count that?
I have the endorsement of the great Dick Cheney.
I can't believe it. Dick Cheney was seen as a war criminal, which he is, just 10 years ago by Democrats. No, 5 years ago. Democrats called him a war criminal. But now it's like, oh, actually, Dick Cheney is such a great.
He's this great, respectable moderate because he's not a threat to the state bureaucracy.
Unbelievable.
These people are such fucking hacks.
Sentence Slayer for 5. They consistently let her get away with whatever she wanted. They served her several questions just to attack Trump. They refused a fact checker. Yeah, I mean, they gave Harris a bunch of questions like, hey, Donald Trump, why are you such a terrible person? By the way, Harris, what do you think about Trump being a bad person? That's what they did like 3 times. Just unbelievable. Yeah.
It's a load of fucking horseshit is what it is.
Can you imagine, though, that this was an honest debate? If these
No.
Well, no.
I can't, because it wasn't.
But can you imagine for a second if these were actual moderators that weren't PACs? Like, you can have
I'm pretty sure
bias.
Chris Wallace probably would have been a better moderator.
Yeah, well, he's a dumbass, but yeah, he would have been. He would have been a better moderator, just for the simple fact, he did interrupt Trump a lot, but at the bare minimum, he might have fact-checked Harris, like, twice, maybe?
Yeah, he would have actually fact-checked Harris, that's the thing.
Cameron Full God for 2, did you see Elon's Taylor Swift tweet? No, I didn't.
The Taylor Swift tweet or what?
I don't know.
Something.
He helped, hold on. Take an endorsement from Dick Cheney tells you everything you need to know about Harris. Yeah, why would you, like, it's one thing for Cheney to endorse you, but to openly celebrate it?
We have a great bastion of American conservatism. Dick Cheney or something.
Why would you, why? That might be one of the bigger blunders that no one's talking about, because no one likes Dick Cheney, even today. Does anyone like Dick Cheney?
Yes, Democrats.
Liz Cheney?
Yeah, Liz Cheney and, like, Democrats. That's about it. Which, she's obviously a Democrat, but still. K-Cup for 5. AI Joe Biden from Joshua Shaw's channel. Still can't believe that dude was your VP, George. What were you thinking? Dude's a real-life supervillain. Yeah. It's unbelievable. Right now, this entire debate was a joke. Now, the question is, will there be another debate? That should be the bigger question.
No.
I think Trump said no. Harris wants one, Trump doesn't.
Which, by the way, the fact that Harris wants another debate...
Harris wants another debate because they know... Harris wants another debate because her team knows that she's not going to be able to solidify any temporary lead she's making from the first debate.
Exactly. If this was a slam dunk victory like some people are pushing, she would not want a second debate. Because
the dynamic of the race has not changed,
yeah,
and Trump still has a very comfortable lead. Not very, very comfortable, but a good lead.
He still has an observable lead. He's still tied in the popular vote. That's more than enough to win 2016 plus Nevada. That's still enough to get a lot of Senate races close. Harris is going to be a disaster for Democrats. It's simple as.
American Nerd for 2. Can't believe that CNN did a better job than ABC. Yeah, CNN actually did.
I'm more skeptical of the down ballot effect.
I really don't think this changes anything. I don't think this changes a single voter's mind.
No, it solidified whatever biases people had. This is going to be one of the most polarizing elections we've ever had, and I mean that all completely seriously.
Bungus for 2. Trump back up to a 3-point lead on Poly Market. Really?
It's so funny and insane seeing these people appeal to the authority of people they called war criminals 20 years ago.
Yeah, okay, did Trump just retake the lead on Poly Market by 3 points?
Yeah, it's Trump's at 50%, Harris is at 48%.
Well, so much for that debate bump, which, by the way, the actual debate bump back in June was like a 15-point swing or whatever, like a day. It wasn't a 2-point.
It was a much stronger swing.
American Nerd for 3. Dick Cheney, the real-life Palpatine. Well, yeah. Let's see. It was such a slam dunk, she wants to keep it going. No, that's bullshit. The Harris campaign, they want a second debate because they realized this was not a slam dunk. This didn't change anyone's minds. We know this for a fact. CNN's own poll showed Trump is actually gaining on the issue of the economy. The same poll that had 67% of debate watchers say that Trump lost the debate. Yeah, the same poll is now showing Trump gaining on the economy. He's gaining on the issues. That's why this wasn't a slam dunk. Trafalgar, which I know you could criticize Trafalgar, fine. They had the popular vote tied before the debate. Now they have it tied. There's no shift. There is no shift. Even CNN, they had another part of their poll where 4%, or yeah, hold on. After the debate, Trump leads Harris by 4 points of those that have a lot of confidence in their respective abilities to lead the country. Does this really sound like a slam dunk for Harris? Does it?
I guess. I don't know.
Trump is leading on the issues. He has people believe people have more confidence in Trump than Harris post-debate. Right after the
I think
debate,
we have some breaking news.
What?
I think we have some breaking news.
Oh, I
Apparently,
just saw that.
so Trump just posted on Truth Social that he's not going to be doing another debate with Kamala potentially.
You know what?
Yeah,
Look what
That's
I
not
don't
gonna happen.
know.
That was such horseshit what happened.
I don't think anyone wants a debate after that.
No one wants a debate. Gustavo G for 2. This just made people run back to their candidate. Yeah, all this really did was solidify their support. Like, Harris supporters think she won. Trump supporters thought he got screwed. That's exactly what happened here. Did anyone actually change their minds? That's the part that gets me. People actually think that Trump lost 20% of supporters. He lost no one. Not a single voter changed their mind after this. Not one. Let's see here. Anyone saying Kamala won the debate as a partisan hack? No, you could argue that she won because of the moderators. I think it's just a wash that no one won. Because people are going to look at the debate and say to themselves, well, the moderators were such hacks, which they are, by the way, that you can't really judge it properly. General Hydra for 2. James Earl Jones passed away. Yeah, that was a couple days ago. He needs to demand a debate with unbiased moderators. But how would you do that? Like,
there are no unbiased moderators, like, at all.
If you go on Fox News...
Harris isn't, the moderators are Trump. Trump would probably rather a Fox News moderator, but Harris isn't going to want that.
The only way I could see it happening is if Trump is allowed to pick a moderator, and Harris picks one. That's the only way it would work. Like, Trump picks, like, who'd be a good option? Like, Jesse Waters or something like that? And then
it should be Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham. That's the only way it'd be fair after what happened last night.
I think Jesse Waters would be a good one. I think Jesse Waters would unironically be actually a good one. Because with Sean Hannity, he speaks to himself too much. So, yeah. I don't know.
I'm Sean Hannity. I'm retarded.
Well, yeah, that's not far from the truth. I mean, to be fair, he did a decent job during the the Newsom debate, I guess, but still. I don't know. I would prefer someone like Waters or Laura Ingraham. Because Hannity, he just, yeah, he's retarded. He is retarded. Let's see here. I think we should have had Vivek and Andrew Yang moderate. Nah, Yang's a hack. Well, he pretends to be an independent, but...
Yang is a hack. The fact that he endorsed Harris tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an independent. I created a third party.
That didn't go anywhere.
And I'm supporting Kamala Harris.
One from each... This is a good one. One from each side. Kamala picks Ellen DeGenerate, and Trump picks Alex Jones. Oh, God. Can you imagine Alex Jones and...
I want you to imagine a debate hosted by Harry Sisson and Jack Posobiec.
Oh, God. No, a better one would be Alex Jones and Joy Reid.
No, Alex Jones and Rachel Maddow.
Oh. Like, Alex Jones, like, that would be hilarious to see him as moderator. Just
no. Imagine Alex Jones and fucking Rachel Maddow being the hosts.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Tech G's 490 for 5. Trump won the debate hands down for crying out loud. Kamala kept trying to interrupt throughout. Well, that's why I'm saying it's a wash. Like, I think people that watch the debate, they think, oh yeah, Harris might have won maybe a little bit, but they're breaking for Trump right now. That's what all the panels see. I think was it NBC? They had a bunch of undecided voters. They're like, yeah, Trump actually won on the issues tonight.
What's another potential moderator? How about that Noah kid?
Who?
Do y'all not know that Noah kid? Noah was taken.
No.
It's that little black kid that's like a paid show for Harris.
Oh yeah, he's like 12 or something. Like his parents. Yeah. I saw that. Yeah. Why would any parent do that? Why?
Imagine Noah and Alex Jones.
American Nerd for 5. The moderators should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, Megan Fox, and Alex Jones. Just make it Alex Jones.
Megan Fox? What the?
Can you how long would an Alex Jones debate be? Like, that would be like 3 hours long at the bare minimum. 3 to 4 hours long, because the questions would be just so convoluted and like it would take like an hour to respond. Reasonable to simp for 5. As a simp, the debate has brought out my true colors as a Harris voter. Can't wait to vote blue down ballot. Sarcasm. That's real. That's how Democrats really think this went. Antonio Brown would be a fun moderator. Oh God. K-Cup for 2. Joe Rogan hosts the first debate ever on Hulu. Karen Rahman for 2. Trump needs to get his act together like he's fighting for his life. Well, I still think that he took it seriously, but the moderators, they were just like so biased. He was like, obviously the moderators are biased, like the CNN debate, but at least they weren't bad.
Now you see this guy in chat gets it. We need to get fucking Keemstar.
That's true.
Keemstar.
Keemstar would be a funny one. There's some good ones out there.
How about Keemstar and Chris Chan? Because apparently Chris Chan endorsed Kamala Harris yesterday.
No, I still think Alex Jones would be the best one. Just a professional shit poster in charge. But yeah, that would be a good one. The fact Trump doesn't want a second debate means he lost. No. If you're Trump and you really lost a debate, you want a second one. Because if you lose the only debate, that's going to hurt you badly.
Trafalgar did a poll right after the debate and basically showed that nothing changed.
Yeah, CNN had their straw poll. They had Harris winning the debate, but Trump actually won the issues. So, Mitchell for 2, Alex Jones and Jesse Ventura as moderators. Oh God, that would be the schizophrenic one.
Alex Jones and Vermin Supreme.
God, there's a lot of good options out there, but unironically, any of them would be better than this. Because at least with Jones, like, you're gonna get questions eventually. But alright, Agmanon, Fireman for 2. The next moderator is Optimus Prime and fucking Megatron. That'd be a good one. Let's see. How many debates did Biden want after the first? I don't think he wanted any. But it was such a freaking disaster. Like, that was obviously a disaster. Like, this one, it's clear that it wasn't for Trump. Like, the only people that say this was a disaster are Democrats. Literally every poll right now, it shows that, yeah, Harris might have won, but it doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, Democrats are celebrating when nothing's changed.
Yeah, that should tell you everything. All this did was solidify Harris' support. That's about
and
it.
Another thing to mention is that Trump, according to the CNN poll from the second debate in 2016, he lost that debate where he performed pretty well.
Breaking news! RFK Jr. is off the ballot in Nebraska.
All right, cool.
W.
Anyway.
Oh no! Anyway.
Trump supposedly lost the second debate in 2016 by 23 points, according to CNN's Snap poll. In this poll for last night, he lost by 26 points. So it's practically like the same exact margin.
Yeah, and like everyone knows he won the second debate. Everyone knows that.
Like he won that pretty handily. And even if the poll like showed him losing it, it's not so much like about like policy or zingers when they're taking that poll. It's more just like the vibes that the candidate presents there. Yeah. And it's not going to be like how people actually make their votes. Like when they're going out to vote, they're going to vote with their wallets and with where their fears lie. And I think Trump was able to better sort of capitalize on that since immigration and the economy are the top issues.
Universe 7 Scum for 6. Rap, can you do a full video on Delaware? Would be funny, and it wasn't impressed with McBride getting under 80% against nobodies. A Delaware video is a waste of time.
There was the New Hampshire and Delaware primaries last night. Ayotte comfortably won her gov race.
That's sad. I wanted Morse to win, but
and McBride got 79.9%.
That's pathetic. Bailey Spangler for 2.
Strong for an open primary.
Walter White and Gus Fring should moderate. No.
I think I actually heard that McBride's best county was actually the Republican county in Nevada.
It was Sussex because I think there's a big LGBT community in the eastern part of the county, and that's where all.
Is that where Rehoboth Beach is, or Bethany Beach, or something?
Let me check what the name is.
Let's see. I had kind of underperformed. Well, I wanted Morse to win, so I'm a little bit biased, but
I think Wilmington's
I'm pretty sure it's like the Ocean View area or whatever.
Oh yeah, something that's under discussed about Kelly Ayotte is that she got 6 votes in Dixville Notch, which is more than what Kristen Sununu got in the general.
Really?
Yeah, she got all 6 votes.
Yeah, I think
Kristen Sununu in both the 22 primary and general got 4 votes there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see Ayotte win.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
I think she'll win. It's not gonna be like by 30 points, but I think she holds on. I think she wins. All right. Nebraska's such a joke, giving a free electoral vote to Democrats, but the problem is they can't change it. Well, they can now, but there's so many problems with it. Yeah. Let's see. What would happen if there was an electoral tie and Dems retook the House? Well, it goes by state delegation, so it doesn't really matter. Unless Democrats, like, take a huge majority. Republicans should have that House majority by state delegation. So that'd be a Trump win. American Nerd for 5. Saul Goodman should be the next moderator. Let's see here. Rap, who's better, Ayot or Sununu?
I will say Ayot has been running hard against sanctuary cities and actually has E-Verify on her issues.
Why Ayot? Maybe.
Hey, I gotta send something in the chat. Check this out here.
Democracy Institute. This is one of those polls that it's either spot on or just off by 30 points.
Trump plus 11 for debate.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to assume that they're probably off by a little bit. Well, maybe. But yeah, so for those that don't know, Democracy Institute they're the ones that got Brexit right in 2016. They got the 2016 election right. So they're one of those polls that they're either spot on or they're off by a lot. So if they have Trump up right now, or if they won the debate, they're either correct, they're only pollsters that found this, or they're off by quite a bit.
Yes, Ayot did endorse Trump this cycle.
Rufus is losing it. Look what I posted.
What did Rufus say now?
Look.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? This guy's voting Democrat.
I guarantee he's voting for Kamala Harris.
Oh my gosh. Trump has no redeeming qualities. In Dante's Inferno, Trump would be in the ninth circle of hell for selfishness and betrayal. What? Oh my god, this guy.
That's not what the ninth circle does.
Yeah,
I've fucking read Dante's Inferno. It's for traitors and shit, but not that kind. It's like people who murder their own kin or people who murder their own friends. The deepest, darkest circle of hell is for people who have betrayed Caesar, literally Julius Caesar, and people who have betrayed Christ. That's where fucking Brutus and Judas are.
Yeah. I mean, this is unbelievable.
What a fucking horse shit. I can believe it.
Rufus trying to imply here that
Rufus
Trump
like a Christian or not? He's not a Christian. What is he?
He's an admitted atheist.
Yeah, so he has no clue what the hell he's talking about.
He's an atheist. He's pro-choice for racist reasons. He's extremely racist, actually.
Yeah,
he's a
racist Asian from LA.
He's probably voting for Kamala Harris because Taylor Swift endorsed her.
Let's see. Glitch EV for 2. Imagine a Trump Waltz administration. That would be a disaster.
And by the way, yes, Rufus is like 45 years old, and he's a massive Swiftie.
Reasonable to simp for 2. Watched a 2-hour 3v1 for no one to jump in polls low. Yeah, no, this changed nothing. We might see a slight bump because Democrats be like, "Oh, we won the debate, yeah," and then it just goes down to reality in like a month. American Nerd for 5. Actually, this is something. Hold on. American Nerd for 5. Rap, sorry to get off topic, but what are your thoughts on the PS5 Pro price of $700? A waste of money. Don't buy it.
The only reason they're getting cocky with the fucking PS Pro is simply because the PS5 has somehow sold more than the Xbox this generation.
Yeah, well, that's because Xbox they had such a bad, prior generation that it took a while for them to recover. But yeah, I think the PS5 Pro, they're setting it up for GTA 6. That's what it comes down to. That's why they're having a big price point. But yeah, like, people are going to buy it, but like, what? You gain nothing out of it. Why would you buy it? I don't know. Personally, if it had like actual backwards compatibility, I would maybe look at it, but it doesn't. So it's a waste of money. Waste of freaking money. Rufus the Doofus is wild schizophrenic, no surprise. Again, he's a racist atheist Asian from LA. That's not even a joke. That's literally what he is. American Nerd for 10. Remember that on the PS5 thing and the 3DO interactive multiplayer, which was $700 too and was around 1993 to 1996, only sold 2 million before being discontinued with 3DO, leaving the console market. Yeah, but that was in the 90s.
On this day 7 years ago, Ted Cruz liked certain something.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh yeah, and apparently Biden was supposed to do something today, and I don't think he did. But
if I'm gonna do 9/11, folks, what the fuck does he mean?
Why did he say that? Why?
Oh,
He literally
kind
said
of
that.
off topic.
Tomorrow
but,
we're gonna do 9/11.
a bit off topic, but in New Hampshire, there were more votes in the Republican primary in New Hampshire
Well,
than
doesn't
the
Republicans
Democrat.
have a party registration advantage in New Hampshire?
I think they've been gaining.
I think so, but they all vote Democrat anyway.
I know that's the thing with when it comes to New Hampshire, you have like the Dixville Notch types that vote Democrat.
Oh fuck! It's pouring now.
L. The problem is that the 3DO
There wasn't even a chance of rain today.
Let's see here. I want GTA 6 to suck so bad. I have a feeling it's either gonna be like really good or really shit. There's no
It's gonna be awful.
It's gonna be dog shit.
I have a gut feeling to be bad. It just Rockstar is falling off quite a bit.
You already kind of see some of what's gonna happen in GTA 6 and the more recent GTA Online updates.
Yeah, just like, and they better not screw up Red Dead Redemption 3. You know damn well they're making that too. They better not mess it up.
Red Dead Redemption 2 was literally pure fucking Kino. If they fuck up Red Dead Redemption 3,
how could you mess it up though?
Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 are like really fucking.
I gotta play the original one.
Dude, you haven't played the original? Oh my goodness.
I don't have access to it.
Bless your heart. You can emulate it, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. But Marilyn Degatti for 5. I hear a lot of people are dooming on the U.S. Postal Service saying the steal is in. I'm worried. What do we do? And is there any hope? Again, the whole Postal Service stuff, they say this every cycle. We may have delays in mail-in voting. But the thing is, since it's not 2020, we're not going to have as much mail-in votes. So, yeah. Nintendo's going to announce the new console soon, too, around the $400 USD price tag.
Yeah, that is coming very soon.
Yeah, you know what? The whole, like, console wars, this generation just sucks. It really does. Is there, like, any good exclusives anymore?
No.
I can't think. Well, maybe God of War, kinda. But...
I mean, God of War is good, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like... I remember 10, 20 years ago, the whole point of, like, buying, you know, PlayStation was a good exclusive. Same with Xbox. Now it's like, you can just go on your PC and play all these games. You know, it's like, yeah. Gustavo G for 2. Red Dead Redemption 1 was ported to the PS5 at 4K 60 FPS wrap. Okay, I'll look at it then. I'm assuming I have to pay for it, but yeah. Trump should have done more research on the moderators to try to leverage one out like he did with Slobodopoulos. Well, everyone thought that David Muir was fine. That's why I thought that. That's why. What? Did someone say something?
No.
Oh. But, you know, yeah, David Muir, like, beforehand, everyone thought he was okay. But it's clear he's a complete hack. He should never moderate a debate again. ABC News should be ashamed of themselves. And I hope he gets the axe. Like, there's a chance he gets thrown out just because of pure pressure. But I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
Marquette came out for Wisconsin.
Wait, Marquette poll? Drop it.
Yeah, Marquette. All right. It's Harris +3.
Of course. It's always Marquette.
Oh, did you guys see Nick
A week
Fuentes
ago, it's
praising
worthless.
Trump now?
What?
In Wisconsin.
Nick Fuentes is praising Trump again.
I saw that. But yeah, the Marquette poll from a week, it's worthless. Why? They do this shit all the time. They wait a week, then after the debate.
So what's it going to be? What's their post-debate poll going to be? Trump was
we're not
like Harris
for a month.
or something?
The thing with Marquette, they pull this shit all the time. Like other pollsters, they release a poll post-debate, even though it's conducted pre-debate, to make it seem like Harris is up by 15 points or whatever. They do this shit every year. It's awful.
It's
Harris
awful.
48, Trump 43, Kennedy 6, and then everyone else at 1.
Wait, they included Kennedy on the ballot.
Well, Kennedy's going to be on the ballot.
He's not getting 6% of the vote. That's horseshit. That is unfreaking believable. Well, that's your entire thing. Who's Terry?
Wait, who's Terry?
Who the hell is Terry?
Is that the pro-life absolute? Is that the abortion abolitionist candidate or something?
Hold on. Wait, I'm pulling this poll up. What? Who the hell is Terry? What the hell?
Terry.
Can someone look that up? Is that the Constitution Party, maybe?
Uh,
At the same
Randall
time...
Terry, Constitution.
Yep, that's about right. Okay, at the same point back in 2020, Marquette had a Biden +4.
okay, so I think Randall Terry, that's the abortion abolitionist.
Well,
that's what all the like single issue pro life voters.
Yeah, the RFK being at 6% is a joke. That's unbelievable. You know damn well that they I guarantee you they boosted a Kennedy up by a lot. That's what happened here. Josh Light for 10. Don't think Trump should roll another debate. At best, this one still leaves a race too close for comfort. Maybe even Harris with an advantage. Even halfway fair moderator could roast her. Well, the thing is, which networks have fair moderators? CNN, do you really think they're gonna have Jake Tapper up there again? And Dana Bash? No, they're gonna have freaking who's that one lady on CNN? The complete what's her name? Like what like CNN would put in like Brian Seltzer or something like that. And like someone else. No, not Jake Tapper and Dana Bash. And NBC, well, it'd be like Joy Reid and like Rachel Maddow. So Fox is the only one they get a halfway decent moderators for, but you're not going to get Fox News. You're just not. Let's see. What about right side broad? There's no way they're going to do a debate of right side broadcasting. No way. Caitlin Collins, yeah, that's who it is. The one that tried to like rig that town hall and it failed miserably. It was so bad for CNN they had to cancel it early. Yeah. Stelter and Weltler. Yeah, Weller, that's her name. Or whatever her name is. But yeah, do you think so there won't be a second debate? We all agree to that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
there won't be.
Harris will probably do like an empty podium thing, but
I don't know. It's one of those things where, yeah, I don't know. I don't think Trump has turned, wait, what? Welker. Republicans should never agree to debate with ABC News ever again. I think, yeah, they're gonna boycott ABC News. Even like Republicans that don't like Harris or Trump, even some of them are admitting that, yeah, that debate was horse shit. Those moderators were complete hacks.
Yeah, well, the thing was that they didn't even try to hide it at all.
Yeah. Like, it's one thing if they try to hide it, but when it was so obvious, like, they didn't fact check Harris. Even the Charlottesville, that's a gimme. Like, I thought, okay, they're going to fact check Harris on this. No, they didn't say anything. They just said, by the way, Orange Man, why are you a bad person? Sophia Latkiss for 2. I think they gave Kamala the answers. I wouldn't be surprised. With how bad the debate was, I wouldn't be
They definitely
surprised.
gave her the questions.
Yeah, they probably did. Which it's a joke though at this point where you could probably assume they gave her the questions, but
I don't know if y'all saw this, but apparently there's a theory going around right now where the earring she had.
I saw that was like an earpiece.
It might be an.
I don't think so. I wouldn't be surprised, but
I don't think it is. But at the same time, I legitimately wouldn't be surprised in any.
If it is though, oh my, ABC's done. They're not gonna get more debates. No one's
wait, hold on. I missed that. What was that again?
So there's a rumor going around that there's Harris was wearing an earpiece.
Harris was wearing a earpiece with her jewelry. Her jewelry was literally an earpiece, supposedly.
American Nerd for 2. When's the VP debate? October 1st, I believe. And I think Vance is just gonna.
I thought it was October 3rd.
Or whatever. Vance is just gonna wipe the fourth waltz. Because CBS is not gonna be as bad as ABC, just for starters. Well, they could be, but I doubt it.
Vance has a decent record with debates, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Waltz is a terrible debater. He lost Scott Jensen for crying out loud. Voters still prefer Trump over Harris on the economy. Yeah, we brought that up. Like, again, the issues are benefiting Trump again. So that's why I think that they're not gonna... The debate changes nothing. The Charlottesville line not being fact-checked is atrocious. Could have saved them so much face. They could have just said... That was debunked by Snopes.
No, because I think ABC thinks that the Snopes fact check was Russian disinformation.
It's
like unironically, I think they actually do that. I think they actually do.
They lied about
Kamala Harris as well.
So they lie about the fact check for abortion, but they can't. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. That's ABC for you. I never thought they were that. I always thought ABC was like, compared to like CNN and NBC, were like more bipartisan, I guess you could say. But after last night, no, they're probably worse than that.
Bipartisan, I'd say less partisan.
Yeah, less partisan, I should say. But after last night, they're worse. They made CNN look nonpartisan. How?
All right, I gotta go. See ya.
All right, see ya.
Yeah.
Where's the InfoWars debate? Yeah, Trump should show up the InfoWars and have a debate there. Line about Springfield's worse. Yeah, that part got me the most. Citizens are openly complaining that they believe dogs are being eaten by the immigrants, but somehow they're lying. It's a grand conspiracy.
Oh, boom.
I gotta go as well. See you guys.
See you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like someone brought up a chat.
Oh, I don't know if this isn't related to politics, but you know who Dave Grohl is, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that did you see he admitted he cheated on his wife recently?
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, he cheated on his wife just delivered a new child, and he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I cheated on you."
Jeez.
These are the people who hate Trump, by the way.
Yeah, the same people. We got breaking. Hold on, we got breaking news on the government shutdown. Hold on, we got breaking news. Mike Johnson. People said, look at what Mike Johnson did.
What did Mike Johnson do?
Mike Johnson pulls stopgap funding bill over GOP opposition. Well, looks like we're getting a government shutdown.
Thank you, Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson, hold the line.
Johnson. You're once again a MAGA patriot.
MAGA Mike.
What to me, this is just ridiculous. Like, you're telling me that you would rather have the government shut down than prevent illegals from voting. Unbelievable.
Honestly, he might have just waited to do this on this spending package right before the election.
Well, now it forces Democrats to decide. Do you want a government shutdown? Or do you want the prevent illegals from voting? Why, if like, why make a big deal about it? Just vote yes and be done with it. MAGA Mike. Yeah, Mike's gonna hold the line, hopefully. Surely. Will MAGA Mike hold?
Working with Trump.
Yeah, I had a feeling that the original stuff, he was forced to pass some garbage.
Something I've noticed is that ever since Massey tried to remove him, he hasn't really done anything to anger Republicans.
Yeah. Hudson.
Yeah, I'm glad Mike Johnson's fallen more in line.
Can you imagine if it was McCarthy? He would have bent over backwards for these people. It would have been pathetic. Hudson Dean for 2. Rate the hostility to Trump. ABC, NBC, CBS, and CNN. I would say the worst is probably NBC. Well, yeah, NBC. Then ABC. Then I'm guessing CNN, then CBS.
CNN's been all right.
Which is weird, but I think they realize that when they're not openly hostile to Trump, their ratings are slightly up. A little bit more. American Nerd for 3. Yes, government shutdowns are based. Well, I wouldn't say they're based, but it depends what you're doing it for.
All right, hold up. A city council employee from Springfield, Ohio, just tweeted. Well, not tweeted. He posted on Facebook. Someone's posting a tweet of it.
Let me read this on stream. Okay. I'm intrigued. This is what he said.
Since I work in the Ohio City Gazette
okay.
all over the news, I suppose
the
the words are in order. For those of you not following, 2 local Catholic charities have contracted with the federal government to relocate refugees. This is publicly disputed, but the evidence is overwhelming. Regardless, at present, 20,000 Haitians now live in an Ohio town of 60,000 residents. The results are predictable, and I can confirm the stories are true. Traffic accidents involving Haitian drivers have skyrocketed. Property damage, hit and runs, and more. One kid was killed when their driver slammed into a school bus filled with kids. Petty crime is out of control. Stores are locking down merchandise due to rampant theft. Driving without a license is ubiquitous. The schools are chaotic. The local district has to spend north of $300,000 on translators. I spoke with a teacher who said there is nearly not enough room in the existing buildings. The real estate market is also crazy. A friend of mine in real estate said most of the Haitian families have bank cards from somewhere with $20,000 earmarked for buying homes. The market was already tight, but now prices are soaring. Don't get me started on hospitals. And yes, the story about Haitians killing and eating neighborhood pets from local parks is true. I know the situation like this is politically complicated and culturally complicated, but what I get most frustrated about is when people call this kind of policy compassionate. There's not an ounce of compassion in the situation for either the immigrants nor the citizens. The citizens are being ignored and the immigrants are being manipulated by deep pockets somewhere. It benefits the politically collected elites and business class. Nobody else.
And he's right. This benefits no one. This is on the city council?
1/3 of the population, basically overnight, by the way.
Well, statistically now a fourth, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but they brought in what was...
Yeah.
The thing is that if Harris wins, like, this could happen to any smaller... if you live in somewhere that's, like, around 100K people... or less or whatever.
They're going to dump hundreds of thousands of people.
They're going to dump a bunch of Haitians, Venezuela, whatever it may be.
Look at what they've already done. Look at what they've already done with Minnesota and Maine, with the Somalians.
Yeah.
Look at what they've done.
And it's actually why it's important that Ayotte wins in New Hampshire, because she would be able to block that up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is something that works for the Ohio. This works for the city of Springfield, right? So you're telling me that not only the citizens of Springfield, Ohio, it's all a grand conspiracy. They're all lying. Not only that, but people that work for the city, now they're saying this is true. You're telling me this is all one big grand conspiracy. Really? That's how these people operate? That's all a grand conspiracy? It's none of this is happening? Really?
Oh, it's a grand conspiracy, guys. Yeah, no, like, but you know, if it were to happen, it would be a good thing.
Yeah, that's the thing that gets me. These people, I saw a tweet like earlier where this jackass business owner, he was, or actually, do you guys see what the parents said about the 2-year-old
Yeah, no, I made a tweet. For those who saw my tweet, I will read the tweet out for those who didn't see it. Your son is dead because of immigration and people exactly like you who choose to let this country die. Don't be surprised when your own kin are murdered because you're too much of a fucking pussy. I mean, I'm just gonna fucking say it. I'm not gonna be that guy and say you deserve to have your, like, children raped and murdered for opposing letting savages into the country, but don't be fucking surprised if that happens to them because you vote for these quote-unquote compassionate policies.
This is what these assholes said. They said their kid died because of these immigrants, but they said they would rather have a white person kill them. That's what they said.
Yeah, which really just lets you know how mentally stable these people are, by the way.
These people are just insane. And not only that, but now you have the media lying about it, covering it up. It's all a grand conspiracy. People are losing. I mean, the Attorney General of Ohio openly said, yes, there's been a bunch of phone calls of people saying their dogs disappeared one night.
Oh, and guess what? It wasn't an old white dude that killed your son. It was a Haitian migrant.
Yeah. It's unbelievable this is happening.
You know, I was talking to one of my friends. He's a New Yorker. He's Dominican. And he said, you know, part of the reason why us Dominicans are so well behaved compared to other Hispanics is that we had to live under 100 years of Haitian rule.
And the thing with Haitians is that there's third world, and then there's Haitians.
Yeah, I'm for crying out loud. The guy that runs isn't the guy named like Barbecue Guy, whatever his name is?
Yeah, the guy. Yeah, no, his name is Barbecue because he kills and eats people.
That's a very stable country.
I would like to read off some fun facts about Haitians and
okay,
how standard deviation of IQ works.
No, stop.
You have an IQ.
Tyrone, you're done. You're done.
I'm not going to talk about anything race related. Calm the fuck down. Haitians have an IQ of
Stop, Tyrone. We literally can't talk about that stuff on YouTube, bro.
Fine.
IQ is a social construct, actually.
So true.
K-Cub for 2, you are being replaced. Don't forget that. Well, no, they celebrate it now. That's what Democrats say. That factory owner, you guys see that? Yeah. I like these new immigrants because they're not high all the time.
They're cheap.
Yeah, that's what they said. It's unbelievable that this is real. All right. I just can't believe that we have a city in Ohio that a population of 60,000, and they dumped 20,000 people into the city, and it's been a disaster, and they're celebrating it. That just, wow, that irks me. It really does. It's very sad what's happening.
Riz used to get it
But
in
the
Ohio.
worst part is, like,
Now
how many other communities had to deal with this crap that we don't know about? This one we just know because it's so bad that everyone knows what's happening. But
there's one in Colorado, not Aurora. There's another one. What the?
Another one?
I think it was
Oh, Aurora with the Venezuelan gangs.
Look into, I think it's Fort Morgan. Look into migrants in Fort Morgan, because there was a point where they just flew in a bunch of migrants there. And
reasonable to simp for 2. Haitians literally add nothing to our country. I mean, yeah, that you 20,000 people and there's been no net positive from this. That's the part that, like, what have these people added to the city? Cheap labor?
Yeah, but you're racist if you oppose cheap labor.
But I just find this weird. Like, this guy brought up the point that they just have, out of the blue, they have bank cards of $20,000. They could buy homes. Who's funding this?
The federal government.
Probably. American Nerd for 5. Rap the Haitian Revolution was one of the worst events in human history. Let's see.
Oh yeah, the Haitian Revolution is what happens when you combine a population of fucking idiots with, like, radical French liberal ideals.
Yeah, not like even the good, like, ideals of, like, the French Revolution, like the more schizophrenic.
We're talking about outright Jacobism.
Yeah,
like we're not talking about, like, Napoleonic liberalism. We're not talking about the stuff that is, like, debatably good or bad, like you'd see with all these like all these anti-enlightenment people. We're talking about things that are, like, literally universally agreed upon being fucking awful. Like, like, let's of course they want to fucking invite Haitians over because Haitians indiscriminately raped and fucking raped and murdered their colonial overlords. Like, yeah, they want to let these people into America because they're violent.
All right. Harap, did you see the fathers whose son died in Ohio by illegal where he said, "Oh, I wish my son was..." Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, the parents are fucking... You're an awful parent for saying that.
You're a terrible person.
You would rather have your kid killed by a white guy? That's unbelievable. Instead of realizing the actual problem, this hack was probably a white... I guarantee he's a white liberal. He is, obviously.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just... wow. All right, I think that's it. Last calls for Super Chats, folks.
And elderly resident of Springfield says she now leaves her house with a gun and her pit bull because she has been followed and groped by Haitians.
The fact that you need, like, the fact is you need a pit bull, that's just sad.
Finally, a good use for pit bulls.
You need a pit bull now. Is that just sad to leave your house? You need a freaking pit bull? But all right, if anyone got any more questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, send Super Chats. Last calls for Super Chats, folks. Last calls for Super Chats. Trump, moderators were hostile. Oh yeah, they were bad. They were bad. Not a single positive from that debate. Deport illegal immigrants needs to be done. Well, apparently this is this was a legal plan. This just shows you illegal immigration is also bad. When even Matt Walsh just admitted that.
Oh yeah, when Matt fucking Walsh is talking about how bad it is.
Wasn't Cenk Uygur, like, getting on libs over Aurora?
I don't know. Harris gave zero solution, zero policy, but she wants taxpayers to fund sex change operations.
Pitbull, did you mean tactical Haitian tracking missile?
Oh gosh. All right, I think we'll end the stream here. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. So yeah, there's a lot going on in the world.
Hold up, I like this chat. Maybe we're too harsh on Princess the Devourer.
Oh my gosh, Princess the Devourer. Yeah, you finally found a use for a Pitbull. You want to leave your house? You need a Pitbull. Seismic Mike for 10. Please rate the probability of the statement. The Democrat
That's a fucking beautiful name. Holy shit. Yeah. Seismic Mike. That's awesome. Good work.
Please rate the probability of the statement. The Democrat Party made a secret agreement with the CCP to release, you know what, with the objective of defeating Trump in 2020. I don't think that's the case. You know.
I'd give it like a 5%.
I'd give it like a 5%. But no, I highly doubt that's the case. Highly, highly, highly doubt it. I mean, I guess it's technically possible, but it's so unlikely that... Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, so we have a lot to... We went over everything, I think. The immigration stuff in Springfield, the debate, which, again, was a shit show. Very interested to see what happens in the polls. Will we see some kind of Harris surge? Not some pre-debate bullshit like Marquette did. Why release a pre-debate poll? Why? Like, you know damn well that's already out of date. That you're trying to spin it as, oh, this is a post-debate poll. This is proof that Trump won the debate. But all right,
it's because they're fucking hacks.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see me in. Godspeed to all of you.